And now they are closer to confirming those reports. Williams Lake First Nation in British Columbia released preliminary findings of its investigation at the site of what was the St. Joseph's Mission Residential School. The CBC's Renee Filipponi has more on those findings now and a warning. The details are deeply concerning and disturbing.
Chief Willie Sears really drove home just what that experience was like for survivors who attended St. Joseph's Mission, talking about their lived experience there and saying, really there can be no reconciliation until there is the truth. And that's why they started this investigation 8 months ago. It was a technical investigation over a small part of land that is associated with the St. Joseph's Mission. There was a number of different types of technology that were used there, including ground penetrating radar, aerial surveillance, to come up with what they're saying now is a discovery of 93 reflections that have been recorded at the site that display characteristics indicative of potential human burials. They also went on to confirm that 50 of those 93 are not associated with a cemetery that is also on that parcel of land in the area. Now, along with the technical tools, the group also conducted many interviews with survivors to get their firsthand stories about what they saw and where in that area. That helped them direct the technical search, and also utilizing archives, though they say they still need more of that information. Now, the project lead said, this is just the first step in this process. There is much more that needs to be done. This is the initial investigation, and reminding people that geophysical investigations, they really can't provide certainty. It would have to be an excavation that would do that, and no decision has been made on that just yet.
You mentioned this is the first phase, Renee, so what are they planning to do next?
Well, they looked at 14 of 400 hectares that they believe there could be potentials for these burial sites. So they want to continue that technical geophysical work. They are looking for more funding to do that. They have now put 24-hour security on the place to protect these potential burial sites. Thousands of children were forced to attend this particular residential school going back to 1986 to 1981. And among that are not just members of the Williams Lake First Nation, but a number of other communities right across the province. So they want to begin very intense consultations with those groups as well to make sure they're doing what's in the best interest of all the individuals who are suffering because of what has been discovered here. Again, still trying to determine if excavation is in fact the right next step, but a lot more work to be done. A lot of support, they say, has been put in place. In fact, this announcement was supposed to be made last month, but they paused on it to make sure they had those proper support systems in place for people. This is opening up a lot of wounds. This is very painful news for a lot of people to hear.
And we have that number on the screen once again for support. Renee Filipponi in Vancouver for us. Thanks, Renee.
Hi, I'm Vashi Capellos, host of Power in Politics. See more of our show by subscribing to the CBC News channel or click the link for another video.